if it keeps up, you're going to have my whole life story. If it keeps up. Now, you probably want that anyway, my life story.
What do you want? I said, what do you want?
You see where we are right now? You see this whole setting. That's what I want. All that sunshine. Right? Lovely companionship. Could I ask for anything more?
Despite the caption, Mr. Shareef is no longer a stranger. I've sat with him as we pitched a harmony to similar tunes. Though memories of our past remain untold, we've become acquainted, two like-minded, kind-hearted souls. You're probably inquiring on how it is we got here, and well, there is no specific rubric, just an aligned opportunity to occupy space and share time, to be present with another. Enjoy. Hi. I'm good, how are you?
Do we know each other?
No, we don't know each other.
Maybe somebody I know.
Maybe we do know each other.
I like your smile when you say that.
Yeah.
Hey there. Do you
I
usually just
appreciate
put the
that.
stuff in here?
How are you today?
We good. We good. Paying the bills.
You said I reminded you of someone?
Look like somebody I know. But I know you're not a person.
Outside of me,
Yes.
I am capturing this moment so others can be invigorated by it and inspired by it to go out and to speak with each other.
That's who you remind me of. Question.
Yes.
Where you traveling, Miss Brown?
Today I am heading to... I take it you're a musician as well.
Play alto saxophone and soprano sax.
I endeavored to play the saxophone as well. I tried
You don't try it?
No, I tried it, yes. But I'm waiting until it's time, for sure. When it's time, for sure.
Yeah, you got time.
I have time. But yes, I did try it out. And I do like it.
Not easy.
I don't want easy.
I think the most difficult instrument is keyboard.
What makes you say that?
because of the range. Is it 4 strings?
How long have you been playing?
Since I was a teenager.
What?
Played in high school.
Played in high school.
Started out in high school.
Why'd you keep playing?
Hmm?
Why'd you keep playing?
I just played off and on. It wasn't a habit. It wasn't something like I needed to do. It was just something that I used to pass the time. Had a lot of time on my hands, so play my music. When I didn't have the time, just tucked it away in the case. What I need to do is get it and have it tuned up. Make sure there are no leaks.
How do you make sure there's no leaks? I mean, by having it tuned up, but
Make sure there are no leaks. Run the two and a half octaves, and make sure that each tone comes out clear.
okay.
If each note comes out clear, your pads are okay. But if just one note you have difficulty with, it means that either the pad needs to be replaced or the key is defective.
How did you differentiate between which one it is?
How do you differentiate?
Yes.
You hit the note.
Okay.
Hit the note.
So a certain note will tell you.
Yeah,
Okay.
certain note with the octave key open and with the octave key closed. So you hit a high and a low note. If it doesn't come out right, you know you have a bad pad. So when are you going to snap a picture?
It's a recording.
Huh?
It's recording a video.
Right now?
I don't know if it'll pick up our sound, but it's capturing the moment.
Is it picking up the voice?
I'm not sure. We both talk softly, so I'm not sure. And I don't have my microphones with me.
Where are they? In the car?
No. They are at home.
This is like a private park.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're at home because I want to get better mics anyway, and normally it's just me that I'm recording for the most part, so yeah.
brothers and sisters? You're the youngest. Obviously.
How could you tell?
Huh?
How could you tell?
Just a wild guess. Just a wild guess.
Do you have siblings?
I got a brother. He just passed. I got a sister. She lives in West Virginia. It's the one I sent a check to. And I got another sister in Florida. Works with VA hospital. That's it. I got two sisters that are alive. One sister is passed. One brother is passed. And if it keeps up, you're going to have my whole life story. If it keeps up. Now, you probably want that anyway. My life story.
What do you want? I said, what do you want?
You see where we are right now? You see this? You see this whole setting? That's what I want. All that sunshine. Right? Lovely companionship. Could I ask for anything more? Huh? What about you? You don't know. It's a bird. And you want more to life than that. Yes? No?
I'm trying to figure out how to answer that. I am very grateful for this moment. And I do want this. I said I'm very grateful for this moment and I do want this.
Well, that makes two of us. We're just watching the birds.
Have you ever I guess you answered the question. I was gonna ask if you've ever just gone bird watching.
I don't make it a habit. I don't make it a habit.
It just happens.
It happens. If I see one, I want to see where he goes. I want to see what he does. They have a simple life. They don't go anywhere other than tree to tree, branch to branch. They don't bother people. They kind of stay out of people's way. And people are the same way. They stay out of each other's way. But not always. Now when they want to, this is people that is, when they want to interact with one another, they usually speak in coded language, to one another, and that forces each one to try and decode the message. Right? Some people can, and they're happy with that. Some people can't decode the message that's coming to them from someone, and they're not too happy with it, and they become disinterested. Which is another word for bored.
What is bored?
Mm-hmm.
I said, what is bored?
Disinterest. That's all. See, when I was teaching, I try to express to my students a way of decoding or deciphering, a message. It's like you say, like you ask the question, what is bored? Well, to me, bored is lack of interest. People who are active are always looking for something that interests them. People are not necessarily looking for something that is going to bore them. They're looking for something that's going to interest them. And if they don't find something that interests them over here, they're going to look over there. If nothing over there interests them, they're going to look over there. See, so people are always, this is how we are. Always looking around for something that interests them. Something that will hold their interest for the long run or for the short run. Doesn't matter. For example, what did you find interesting in me? You can't answer that. You can? I'm listening.
I found your hat. What do you call it?
Kufi.
Kufi?
Kufi.
A kufi? I found your kufi appealing.
It interested.
It interested me. And then,
So, in what way?
well,
Unusual? I'm sorry, that's unusual. We'll see all of that.
yeah. Yes, it sparked my interest. Because normally when I see hats of that structure, It's it reminds me of the embodiment of power, but subtly.
Power?
Yeah. And the way that you were wearing it, it wasn't, you were just wearing it. Like, that's how you chose to express yourself. And I think I resonated with that. And something that I would too. I'm not sure what more significance it holds to you. But that drew me in. Your demeanor. Yeah. And your smile. It made me stay.
Smile did what?
Your smile made me stay. Yeah. Did that answer your question? Did that answer your question?
Sure did. So now, at the end of the day, you're going to click on your camera and what will you do? Take notes, or just sit and look at a half-hour film, a half-hour video, and see two people talking to one another. Then what?
I see it as the extension of a moment.
You know, every time you talk to me, you remind me of someone.
I want you to tell me. Who do I remind you of? But I see it as an extension of a moment. So we'll put a bookmark on that. We'll come back to that. But I want you to tell me who I remind you of.
My niece. She's friendly, outspoken. But you have to when you do your examination, which I'm sure you already done, of the person whom you are sharing company with. Do you hold back what you find, or do you keep it to yourself, or do you express it? You do your examination. Because there's nothing, I understand, nothing is hidden other than our thoughts. There's nothing hidden. All right? You're over there, I'm over here. What do you have? You have your thoughts about your surroundings and one you're having holding company with. I'm over here, I'm doing the same thing. So we both kind of like going through an examination phase.
Does that phase ever end?
It could. I mean, nothing is forever. But you.
But forever.
Huh?
You said nothing is forever, but forever.
Not from our standpoint of view. From the Creator's standpoint of view. Things go on and on and on. But we don't. We reach a point where our existence ends. Our existence is no more. It ends. So, like I said, we're not forever. However, while we are here, we incorporate certain things like what's happening now. While we're here, we're incorporating this. Whatever they're cooking, it stays. I can smell syrup mixed with coffee.
To answer your question, I'm taking notes now.
Sure you are.
But I'll take notes then too on things that I may have missed now. May have missed now. Or had yet to realize.
Well, you'll come to it as you watch the video.
Yes.
And not just once or twice, maybe 4 or 5 times before you can grasp something that you missed the first time.
Outside of me,
Yes.
I am capturing this moment so others can be invigorated by it and inspired by it to go out and to speak with each other.
That's who you remind me of. I was trying to figure out who it was. But now I see your mannerisms. Your expression. Exact same thing. Almost as if you are that person, but you're not. Because this person I'm thinking of is much older than you. However, the same mannerisms, the same expression, and we never got close. We were friends, you know. Back where I'm from, we were friends only. I asked her, you know, one time for us to get closer. thought about it. She said, you know, I think it's best we just stay the way that we are. I accepted that. You know, and I never lost interest. Never lost interest. The only thing that separated us, she's there, and I'm here. 14 hours away. And I think it's a good thing that you remind me of her. I think it's a good thing. She was a musician. She played piano.
She doesn't play anymore?
I'm pretty sure she does. But there was a time when she was in possession of a piano, but circumstances made her give it away.
Why do you think it? What were you gonna say?
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say she was a teacher.
What does she teach?
Kindergarten and first graders. First, second graders. She didn't like to go beyond second grade. Because after the twos, it became too much for her. So she'd rather stick with the babies.
My mom is a teacher. I said my mom is a teacher. So is my dad.
Still teaching?
Yes.
They're still teaching. Elementary? College?
Excuse me. My dad is teaching technical college, electrician. My mommy is still teaching too. Right now she's actually going back to school. She aspires to open up her own center. But right now at the
You going to
moment,
help her?
I think I already am. But to continue, yes. At the moment, she's teaching special needs children. But before she
People
was,
have cognitive issues.
yes, quote unquote. But before she was with the children, the 2-year-olds. Yeah.
Special ed.
No, regular students. Before she got with the special ed students, she was with the toddlers. What was the original question that you asked me? No, you were telling me that after 2nd grade, she was like too much.
Yeah, the 6 and 7-year-olds, or the 7-year-olds, she thought that she couldn't handle them because of the struggle that she had to use to reach them. You know, she didn't think she had the temperament to handle, you know, the sixes and the sevens. You know, 7-year-olds. She didn't think she had the temperament. Do you have the temperament to handle 7-year-old, 8-year-olds?
I will allow myself to. At least try.
Because with her, she thought that she couldn't handle being taken out of her element. So she could handle the obedient ones, but when they start giving her a hard time,
I can see that.
take her out of her element, and she was no longer herself. You know? And there's people like that. Look, people don't like to be challenged, and I can understand that. But this is what you go to. You go to school for to become a teacher, and they teach you how to reach the aggressive student, one that wants to challenge you. You see, and they're always going to challenge you. Well, this is. I had to take a couple of courses.
Okay.
On how to, you know, handle the misbehaving child, how to handle a child that doesn't fit in. You know.
Were they helpful?
Huh?
The courses were they helpful?
Yes. Of course. I couldn't have lasted for 26 years teaching.
Yes. What were, I guess, techniques that you would describe dealing with the unruly child, one would say, that you found to be the most suitable?
One of the easiest techniques that I can remember is get the child to see you not as a threat to their existence, what they call it an existential threat, but to get the child to see that you are on their side. You see, bring the child into that understanding. And once you've done that, your job is done. Okay? And it calls for you to enlist a whole range of talking techniques. Why? Because I've learned a long time ago that words make people. People are made and they're broken by words. Use the right words, you can make a person. You use the wrong words,
Tear them down.
you can tear them down, bring them down to the ground. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
That feels like it goes back into the question I had asked you when we were still in the post office. I am working to remember it.
You asked a whole lot of questions.
I like to ask questions. It'll come to me when it's ready. Did you have a specific grade level that you taught? Did you have a specific grade level that you taught?
Middle school. Middle school and elementary. Middle school and elementary.
Why between developmental ages?
What was the question?
I was asking why you chose or kind of gravitated towards those ages, developmental ages.
I don't know. It's just as a whole, I ended up with the kids at the middle school age, but I did teach the teaching students in high school, the high school subjects.
What was life like for you in middle school, elementary?
How was it? It was a rewarding challenge. A very rewarding challenge. Because I did what I intended to do. That was to teach for understanding. I did that. I was proud of myself because of that. I wasn't too focused on teaching for memorization. No. Never went in that direction. Not for memorization. Comfortable?
I'm working into it, but yes. Yeah. Are you comfortable?
Very. How could I not be? The company I have. 26 years.
Do you still teach?
Retired.
You still teach?
Hmm?
I say you still teach.
In a way. In a way. And I enjoy that too. Informally, not formally.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think she opted out?
Who opted out of what?
The woman I remind you of.
opted out of.
You said you asked her one time if you guys could get closer.
Certain things had something to do with that. She had been married once. Turned sour. And I think she, according to her, she made a decision. It's not for me. I respected that. Because that's who she was. She enjoyed my company. I enjoyed her company. But that was it. Didn't go to the next level. That's fourth string, right?
Would you like to play?
I never get used to a string instrument.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I never gravitated toward that. Although I have people in my family that were real good. My uncle, every time he turned around, he had a guitar in his hands. He couldn't play. Every time he turned around, he was strumming. And he had a expensive guitar too, a Gibson. If you know anything about guitar,
I'm familiar with the name.
Gibson is one of the best.
Okay. What's one of the best saxophones?
Selmer.
Selmer? And what distinguishes it?
The sound. There's no other sound that comes from a sax than the sound that comes from a Selmer.
How do you think they captured that? How do you think they captured that?
It's the way it's made. It's the way and the material. They use the best material. Right?
Okay.
And you can tell the difference between that and a cheap Chinese made sax. You can tell the difference. You listen to somebody playing a Chinese sax, and you'll get up and walk away. Somebody playing a Selmer, right, stick around. I didn't have a Selmer. I got a Chinese. However, I bought an expensive mouthpiece for my sax, so I can get the kind of sound that a person would get if they were playing a Selmer. Smart.
What was that mouthpiece?
The mouthpiece was I think it was a number 3.5 or number 4 auto link mouthpiece. See, because there are various mouthpieces out there that are expensive, and there's some that are just good enough for a high school band. they decided it was time to go to Splitsville. Your way, I go my way. And the poor daughter, she gets the brunt of it. I'm sorry.
Are you sorry?
You had to agonize over that. And it's not an easy thing to take. It's not an easy thing for a child to take. I know that. I know that for a fact. However, those things, they happen. Things happen. What are your thoughts, Ms. Brown? Marriage on your agenda?
Union. Union.
Is there a difference?
Depends on how one defines it.
Or what is your preference?
My preference.
A legal union?
I would have to decipher based on the person, but also understanding what a legal union does or represents, or in that sense. But the desire is a partner. A lasting partner, I should say.
Well, the union could be something that lasts, but it really, see a union, in my estimation, is supposed to be a lifetime proposition. And under that union, there are certain things that the parties can do, and certain things they can't do. One of the things you'll find that is recommended, and that is go the legal way. Go the way that the society recommends. You see. Now, there are plenty of people here in the society that are together, under non-legal circumstances. However, when the children start coming along, okay, then if they're not together legally, then how are those children looked at? First and foremost, they're looked at as BOW children.
What is that acronym?
Born out of wedlock. You heard of that before. It's the BOW child.
Right.
And there are children from one union that are BOW children. And when that union terminates and each party goes into another union and they have children from that union, then you have more BOW children who are related, you see.
Where do you fall?
Huh?
I said, where do you fall?
Oh no, I'm legal. Child of legal parents. They were married.
Were they happily married?
Who is happily married? You know. Sometimes people tolerate one another because of, their particular circumstances.
What does legal status define?
Hmm?
What does legal status define?
What does it define? Well, if somewhere along the line, if the if the parents were not legally married, then their offspring, it's just their offspring just take on a different status, different legal status. Okay, you understand?
This is really cool.
You think so?
This makes me very happy.
That's why you picked this spot. That's exactly why you picked this spot. If you're concerned with your happiness, it's how all young women want. They want to be happy. You're no different. The question is, can you be happy with a union where each party, she and he, have no legal ties? Can you be happy with that? And is it that important to you?
No.
It's not that important.
I believe it feels like outside validation. I'm sure, like, looking at it like I want to say from a spiritual standpoint.
Yeah. Spiritually, you want it to be right.
Yes, equally yoked, one would say.
Equally yoked. Sound like a biblical expression to me.
Yeah. So that's why I said it kind of depends on where that person is as well, and if we are equally yoked, then I think we'll be able to come up with a clear understanding of if we were to pursue a legal, it would have to have a meaning, like a purpose, a direct purpose.
Well, somewhere along the line, uh, you have to graduate from the status of girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
Leave that back and do the thing that's spiritually correct with the Creator.
How would you define that? How do you see that? The thing that's spiritually correct with the Creator?
Well, the Creator, that's what He developed for, His human creation. That they should be united. But the society added on another dimension. Legal.
Right.
See, in a way, a woman may decide, let's just unite. This way, when I get sick and tired of you, I won't have to go through a divorce. I could just bye-bye. All right? He, the same way with him. When we get tired of each other, we split. We won't have to go to a lawyer to do that. All right? But that should really not be a deciding factor.
Right.
When you get tired of me, you can say goodbye. You won't have to go to a lawyer to say that.
The liquidity of marriage. I said we were talking about the liquidity of marriage. Is that a word? Liquidity?
Liquidity is a word.
Just double check.
It can be used in different ways. It can be used when you're referring to money, like in the subject of economics, deals with liquidity in the way that certain dynamics flow in the society. See, in the society where financial arrangements are liquid, then you have people benefiting easily. But when funds are illiquid, then people are uptight financially. Right on down to the individual. If you got a surplus of funds, then his financial situation is liquid. But if the arrangement of his financial situation is, tight, then he doesn't have enough funds to do what he needs to do. He or she, or the family. So their financial situation is illiquid as opposed to being liquid. So everybody has a economic arrangement in their family makeup. Everybody has an economic arrangement. people are free to go on vacation, take vacations. Their financial arrangement is slightly better than someone who do not have the means in which to take a vacation and go somewhere halfway around the world and whatnot. Have you had any offers?
Offers for what?
Marriage. I'm pretty sure you have. Turned them down.
Define.
For whatever reason.
Define offer.
Huh? Define offer?
Yeah.
Simple. Will you marry me? It's an offer for your hand in marriage. It's an offer.
No,
You say no, that means you turn down the offer.
Right. Not as of yet. In that capacity.
What about an offer of union? Because you brought up the concept of union. I'll say this. Stay away from a union.
Why so? Why so?
If there's no steady job, if there's no bank account, if there's no house or apartment, and if there's no means of transportation, those four things, stay away from it.
Would you say that that would go both ways?
No.
Why do you say that?
Because he is the provider. He is the provider. Now you can have a part-time job to help out and whatnot, but primarily he is the provider. You don't like that?
No, I agree with you. I'm smiling because what you're saying really resonates.
He's telling the truth. Truth always resonates. I'll tell you the same. I tell my daughter.
How many children do you have?
6.
Were you married?
Hmm?
Were you married?
I was, yes.
Happily?
No. And that's the truth.
Why was that the case? Why do you feel that was the case?
Lost interest.
You lost interest? What was it that made you lose interest?
Can't put my finger on it. However, I do know I lost interest.
Is she still with us?
Huh?
Is she still living?
Yeah. We still talk. We're still friendly with one another.
Do you believe that that's a possibility?
What's that?
To be happily married?
I wouldn't put it like that.
How would you describe it?
I wouldn't, and I hear this often, too. The way I would put it is happy in a marriage, not happily married, but happy in a marriage. In other words, I could be in a marriage and I'm happy. Then on the other way around, I could be in a marriage and unhappy. So somewhere along the line, something is happening with you in your life to make you happy in that life. Mm-hmm. And by the same token, somewhere along the line, something can make you unhappy, but yet you're in that life. So you can't be both ways in that life. You have to be one way or another.
Where are you now? Where are you now?
Where I'm right here with you.
In retrospect to happiness or fulfillment.
I'm just
present. You have to understand life is what you're making. Absolutely.
You got to understand that. You know, that's first and foremost.
Did you say you've always known that?
I've heard it all my life.
But did you know it?
Huh?
But did you know it?
Yes. It's something that I've heard all my life, and it stuck with me.
You think delusions are bad? Well, negative?
If they turn you away from reality, yes.
But what reality?
A life without purpose. Okay? Life without purpose. So, to make it in this world, you need a solid purpose in the background to stay alive. Otherwise, you get eaten up by the forces of this world, and you don't want that. Stay in touch with me.
So, thank you.